Well inside the top 5, didn't he? If not, front 2 rows of the grid.
And the best time so far, the provisional pole time for Charles Leclerc. But if you are just joining, talking to Rachel, and he's now going to go and see the stewards after the session's finished as well.
They'll be complaining, and that was where we saw Max leaping off the curb, wasn't it? Much of your vision or putting your sunnies on, basically.
The last thing from down here was just an update on McLaren plane on the way down. Yeah, sorry about the... actually, I think I just over...
Pressure on Charles Leclerc to try and bag his second pole position of the season.
Yeah, the question also slightly out of position then for the very quick final corner, but it looked like a good thing there from Mercedes-Benz. Only the 2 cars on track, as you say. Somebody else sounds like they're heading down the pit lane.
Lewis getting very slow.
George would quite like him to hurry on. They include Juan Manuel Fangio back in 1958 and Senna in 86. Love their Formula 1. And they fancy a fun night in Albert Park as the Mercedes. The Ferraris are coming out. Look how shiny and brand new those soft tyres slap bang in the middle. Sets off on his way. Has never started higher than 9th here in our first time in his Formula 1 career at what was
nicely out of the way there as Perez throws it into turn 6. So he's 7th up.
So he's getting tight on time now. So Lewis will pick it up.
Yeah, tell Lewis.
Going to go for another preparation lap, maybe 3 warm-up laps for the 2 at Mercedes.
Incredible.
You know how earlier he was 1,000th ahead of his teammate? Well, now he's 1,000th behind Leclerc. George Russell is finding a bit more pace, and his teammate Lewis Hamilton is 1 apiece after the through turn 11 he goes. Didn't want to get any wider than that, otherwise he'd have been dipping a tyre. With the DRS wide open down the main straight, Hamilton was 7th, goes 5th ahead of Esteban Ocon.
And Lewis wringing its neck will dip the tyre in the dirt, and that will hurt him.
Struggling with tyre temperature all weekend long is doing their damnedest to warm up those tyres to their best. Yeah, 1 minute 14.
I thought he was just keeping it cool, but he's not on track. He's in the pits. I haven't seen him leave. He said he was in the garage with a problem, so let's see if that problem is fixed.
At the end of this lap, if he's going to put that Red Bull on the front row, let alone pole.
Is maybe stretching his advantage for Ferrari, blistering first sector for Leclerc.
And Leclerc, though, on another great lap, as you say.
Sainz had gone off the track at turn 6, flying lap. Meanwhile, his teammate Charles Leclerc would like to go back to the top of the pile. Stretched that advantage over Red Bull to nearly 0.3 of a second. Is this now then?
Sainz has had a poor first sector. He will only start 9th in the other Ferrari, so
second row, 4th fastest for McLaren. Daniel Ricciardo down in 6th fastest, and he goes 5th fastest, ahead then of George Russell. Hamilton up into P5.
Let's go. Oh, nice stop.
Well, there you go. 1/3 of a second is the pole position advantage of Leclerc.
Ferrari's first pole here in Melbourne since Kimi Räikkönen in 2007. Leclerc on his final flying lap rather put paid to that. Thought Carlos Sainz might get a chance for a time, and as you say, Martin, really unlucky behind the red flag. He'll start 9th. They thought the Alpines might just pit them to the best of the rest title. Lando Norris, Sainz's rather misfortune in Q3, but for Perez, Verstappen and Leclerc, well, what a faithful on top tonight.
Well deserved. That was a great lap, as he said. The 3 Brits there.